Hey guys, my name is E. I'm a professional sports videographer, and today I'm here to talk about the fact that Amazon is having a huge sale once again. This time it's called the Amazon Prime Big Deal Days 2025. It's a mouthful, first of all, that I practiced a few times before I started recording, but the point is, there's a lot of things on sale over the next couple of days, the next 48 hours, and I want to let you know how to make the most of it as a sports videographer. So I'm actually going to go in reverse. I'm going to start by talking about specifically the reason why most of you guys are here. I'm going to talk about the items that I think are good for sports videographers, and then I'll move on to explain what the sale, how the sale works, basically. So as far as items, as usual, like if you're not new to my channel, I've done a video like this one before. Amazon has sales like this, similar to this one, probably 2, maybe 3 times a year. And I usually make a video about this time of the year because it helps. To be honest, I like the fact that I'm letting you know, because I get a lot of questions about cameras and lenses and should I buy this and should I buy that, or is that a good price? So it's a good opportunity to say, yes, now is the time, go get this camera or that lens. But it's also good for me because I do make a commission on those sales. Not to worry, Amazon are the ones paying that commission. You're not being charged extra, so you don't pay anything. You don't pay any extra by using my links. But the point is, it's a win-win, so I like to make the most of it. And as far as the equipment, I see it as 2 categories. Basically, there's the expensive items and the less expensive items. So in the expensive category, I include obviously cameras, high-end lenses, and probably high-end gimbals as well, maybe some monitors, but mainly cameras and lenses. So for that category, if you're not already in the market for a new camera or a high-end telephoto lens, for example, I wouldn't use this sale to buy something that you don't need or that you're not ready for. What I would do if you have a bit of money is I would do what I'm about to suggest to the second category of people, the ones who, well, first of all, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's stick to the first category for a bit. If you are in the market to buy an expensive camera or to buy a camera, any camera, it is a good time to look at cameras on Amazon because there's a bunch of Sonys. There's the FX30, the FX4, I believe. I don't want to say too much because I'm obviously recording this the day before it starts. So I have a pretty good idea of which cameras will be available, but I'm gonna fine tune a list made specifically for sports videographers on the morning of October 7th, because that's when it starts. And I'm gonna release the video as soon as I'm done. So I don't wanna say anything too specific in this video because I could be wrong in this point, at this point in time. But rest assured, the list is in the description below. There'll be cameras, there'll be lenses, there'll be gimbals, monitors, microphones, cages, everything that can help you, attachments, accessories, anything that I can think of that I've used at least a few times in my life that I felt that saved my life on game day. Whether it's expensive or cheap, I'll include everything on that list, which is, again, in the description. So you'll be able to go through the list and have the actual items that are 100% for sure on sale during the sale from October 7th to October 8th, or maybe more. I want to talk about that later. But anyway, so if you are in the market for a new camera, make the most of it. If you're not, then I would suggest that, because like I said, there's 2 categories. There's the expensive stuff and the less expensive stuff. So if you're more, you already have a camera that you're happy with, you've got a wide lens or a tight lens that you're happy with, but you need maybe another lens, or you need a monitor, or you need a microphone. Now is the time for you to really look at that list and see if you can get a monitor for cheap, or if you can get a handle for cheap. Like there's a lot of stuff in there that you can buy for 30, 40, 50 bucks. So now is the time to really make the most of that if you're not already looking for expensive items. So if you're not looking for expensive stuff, definitely have a look at the list. If anything, to look at the cheaper stuff that you don't necessarily think about buying because you have a camera, you have a lens, you have like the basics, and the other things you're like, I can do without. But if they have 50% off or 40% off, now is the time to get them. Obviously, there'll be another sale in like 6 months or so, but if the price is right and this is something that can help you, I say just do it, as long as you can afford it, obviously. So, with all that being said, as I mentioned, the sale, I've looked at the Amazon website. It says for October 7th and 8th, but I'm in Canada. I live in Montreal, and on Amazon.ca, which is the Canadian version, it says from October 7th to October 10th. So I'm a bit confused. I'm not too sure if Canada knows something that the US doesn't, or if it's just like a marketing strategy from the main US Amazon company to just say 7 and 8 and then do 2 extra days afterwards. If you got your eyes on a specific, especially if it's a camera, something expensive, I wouldn't wait till the 9th or the 10th to test that theory. But all that to say that I'm not too sure exactly when it's gonna end, but if I were you, if there's something on that list that you really want, I would buy it over the next 48 hours just to be sure. And you do need like a Prime membership to make the most of the sale. Sorry. But if you're not already a Prime member, you can get a Prime membership, a 30-day trial for free. And during that trial, you can use that membership to buy anything, and you will get the discounts. So technically, being a Prime member to access the discounts is an extra step, but it doesn't cost you anything if you remember to cancel your membership as soon as you're done buying whatever you want to buy. So very simple, very easy. Only the dates and the title are a bit confusing. And like I mentioned, now is more the time to refine your kit. So for example, if you already have a telephoto lens, but you don't have a wider one, it's a good opportunity to get a wide lens for cheap. It's a good opportunity to get a lens blower, to get a variable ND, to get a tripod, to get a gimbal, to get a monitor. All these add-ons that you might not be able to afford normally, but you would love to have if you could afford them. So definitely look at my list. As I said, this is pretty much it for my video. I was all over the place, no script. I just went one take for you guys. So sorry if I was rambling a bit, but it's a short video just to let you know that this is going on and to make sure that you make the most of my shopping list before it's too late. So I'll catch you in my next one, and I promise it won't be as salesy as this one.